In episode 10, Andor and his new friends try to make a plan to escape prison they're in right now, and are able to get the help of Andy Serkis' character, who has seriously begun doubting everything that's been going on. They formulate their plan around the arrival of a new prisoner on their level, with the guards bringing new prisoners on the levitating platform. So they decide that if they can disable it midway, they'd be able to get on top of it and maybe also get it up top to the main floor and escape. The next day, when they're on, their working shift, and things seem to be going well, Andor slips out and is able to sort of cause a leak in the water pipes, which is supposed to, I think, cause some sort of electrical surge to disable the electric flooring. And when the new prisoner arrives and the floor is lowering, things go well, and the floor is disabled, and the prisoners start running towards platform. A lot of them are shot, but most of them get up there and are able to stop the guards, and they make it to the main floor and start rioting. Andor and Andy Serkis go to the main control room, and Andy Serkis gives a speech to the main speakers. Though he has doubt, Andor is able to push him in the right direction, and then they go back to trying to escape, and they all jump out of the sort of main entrance where the ships would usually put them, and they jump out into the ocean below it. And Andy Serkis stays there and doesn't jump in because apparently he can't swim. But Andor obviously does, along with the other prisoners, and he's finally free. In episode 11, tragedy strikes back on Ferrix when Andor's mom dies, unbeknownst to him, but a funeral is being prepared for her at some point on the planet, and the Empire knows about this and is counting on Andor showing up to the event, because you'd expect him to. During this, his mom's robot servant companion sort of thing, who we saw a lot earlier, is confused by everything, and it turns out that they haven't told him that the mom is dead. So one of Andor's sort of friends, who's still there, is taking care of the robot, while I guess they wait to tell it at the right moment. I'm not too sure, but oh well. Then they briefly cut away to Binks after all the torture and stuff, and they try to see if she'll tell them who Luthen is, but not much of a response, and that's kind of where that part ends there. And then of course we also cut to Andor and one of the other prisoners making it to the mainland of the same planet, scaling mountain walls while also avoiding Imperial ships. They come across some aliens who, initially trap them with nets and try to kill them, but convince them to take them to their ship and, get out of there. And then by the end, Luthen is back on Saw Gerrera's sort of hiding place or sort of base, arguing with him a bit more. After that, Luthen, takes a ship somewhere, and he ends up coming across or ends up being found by a Imperial guard ship or whatever, and is almost taken by the tractor beam, but he supercharges his ship and breaks free from it after also, sending some little mini explosives to the tractor beams sort of way. And he also blows up a bunch of TIE fighters, and apparently his ship also includes a couple of lightsaber style beams that destroy the TIE fighters, which is a little overpowered, but it's kind of cool. And then the episode finally ends with Andor contacting a secret friend on Ferrix, and he then finds out that his mom is now dead. These were both decent episodes, well directed, well acted. It actually got the story going along, but obviously it's still kind of part of the same problem the show had initially, which is that it kind of feels a little slow, especially seeing how the episodes aren't too long, and it's following the weekly structure like traditional TV shows instead of what Netflix usually does. Nonetheless, I liked both of these new episodes, and am excited to see how the season finale goes, because apparently they've already announced season 2, which is pretty crazy but not surprising. It will be interesting to see how they sort of take care of all the things that need to be taken care of before the season ends for now, but who knows, we'll have to wait. With that, I'm going to give episode 10 a 7 out of 10, and then episode 11 an 8 out of 10. I liked it a little bit more. Well, I hope you enjoyed this double episode review. Hope you stay tuned for more. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day and happy holidays.